All right. So let's talk about number 3. How many hours do we all have every week? You have the exact same 168 hours a week as I do. Okay. And I have grown companies from 0 to hundreds of millions of dollars, pieced them out, sold them, whatever the case may be, so on and so forth. You have the same 168 hours as I do. What are you doing with them? Okay, that's the key. What are you doing with them? Are you strategically placing those 168 hours every week to put them where they need to go? Okay, very important. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, so we have productive time. If you do productive time, that means more money, right? Tactical time, that's painful, very painful. And your third and fourth quarter, I promise you, will be very painful. It just will be. It'll be very painful, and you will not get the bang that you think. Strategical time focuses on long-term sustainable growth. Okay, that's what we all want, right? Heads up and down. Yes, long-term sustainable growth. Say that over and over and over again. Okay, that's what you're shooting for. The difference between growth and scale, 2 different things. Okay, people think they're the same. They're not. They are not the same thing. Okay, what is growth? I always say growth is people. Okay, growth is people. It's employees. It's the things that drive the business. Okay, scale is money. Okay, 2 very different things. I see variations of both very, very, very done incorrectly. Okay, you either have a company that has outgrown its current scale model. Okay, what does that mean? I have 15 employees. I have 15 employees in my company, but my company only makes $10K a month. We've overgrown and underscaled. Okay, recipe for disaster. Okay, so we want to do these simultaneously. Okay, and there's ways to do that so they're not so painful. Okay, maybe you just need, I call them TAs, tactical or TEs, tactical executives. My tactical executives take all that tactical crap off my plate. Okay, so in other words, all the email filtering, I see what I need to see. When I open my email box, it's only the stuff I have to see. My tactical executive is already taken care of, responded for me, knows how I think, knows what to reply, so on and so forth, and has taken all of this load off of me already. Okay, so now I'm able to focus on strategical things, okay, which is the scale, right? And I'm not paying a full staff load, full complement of in-house people, right? People in-house that I have to pay tons of money, 15, 20 bucks an hour to do work for me. Because I might only need this person for 1 hour a day. That's all I got to pay them for, is that 1 hour a day. I don't need to pay them for anything else. But I know this person, they know me, they know what I want. I have the procedures and processes in place. Number 4, okay, where we're getting to next, okay. I have these things in place now, so I don't have to explain it all the time. Okay, processes, roles, processes, procedures. Nod your head, yes. Okay, very important. Documenting, okay. Know these roles. You have a COO, right? Say you have a COO. Great COO, do a great job for you. Now all of a sudden, I don't know, they get a $100,000 pay raise offer somewhere else. Deuces, baby, they're out. Promise you. Nobody has loyalty anymore. That's just the way it is. Okay. It's just the way of the world. Okay. It's a different time now. Money drives a lot of people. So now what? I don't even have the position documented. There's nothing there, okay, at all. Where if you're smart, you have that COO documenting their position the whole time they're in there, okay? They do it for you. Hey, look, while you're going along in your job, make sure you're documenting all the things that you're doing, okay? Very simple, right? Now you got to bring a new COO in. Here you go. Here's your job. Here's the process and procedure for your job. Very simple. Okay. So it's having this, okay, right here. All right. So we look at this whole thing that we covered. It's all designed for the next phase of this. Okay. So we have this clarity. We gain this clarity, right, on this piece right here. Gain clarity on this. See what you are and what you are not currently doing. Okay. And then number 2, we focus on this profit growth factor here. Okay. The know your growth factor. This is your growth factor from a CEO's perspective. Okay. So know that growth factor for your company, what is going to produce the most bang third and fourth quarter, second, third, and fourth quarter. Okay. All right. Focus all your work, all your effort, all your strategical push right now. First quarter, boom, 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 boom. This is the time to do it. Okay. So come, I don't know, August, you can tell your COO, here's the keys. I'm going to the Bahamas for the next 30 days. Adios amigos. Right? For some of you, you're like, you're crazy. Can't do that. Right? That's not possible. Of course it's possible. It's absolutely possible. All right? You just have to plan for that. If you plan for it and say, hey, in August, I have a 30-day trip planned. Does this mean you get to like unplug? No, that's not what I mean. You don't get to unplug permanently and just go, hey, I'm like unplugging for 30 days. Hope it works out. That's not what I mean. Okay. I just mean this is your, this is your time, right? Maybe it's with your family, friend, loved one, whatever. We recreate. You have to recreate. Okay. That's recreating. We do recreational things that charges your brain, that relaxes you, so on and so forth. Every 30 days in my own company, I will literally go down to Boulder and I rent a room for 2 nights, usually over the weekend. Well, not every 30 days, maybe once every couple months. I'll get a room down in Boulder, and that is my time to strategically focus completely away from family distraction. Okay. I will lock myself in a hotel room and, with Twinkies and bonbons and Dr. Pepper for like 2 days. And you come out all rashy-eyed and tired, right? But what you create there for your company, the strategical plans that you create for subsequent either quarters or out years or whatever the case may be, that's what drives your company. That's what the successful guy's not doing, okay? Or gal. They're not doing that. They're doing hope. Ladies and gentlemen, business does not run off of hope. It runs off of planning, okay? Businesses are very, very mechanical. I'm not like the mindset guy and the universe guy and all that kind of stuff, but it does play a part in it. It's a part of it, is having the right mindset, having the right planning, the tools to do what you need to do to take things to the next level. And there's a difference between a company that's doing $1 million and a company that's doing $5 million. Okay? Up to $1 million, you can do all of this yourself, pretty much. It sucks, but you can do it. It's absolutely doable. You start breaching that, though, and this becomes very, very painful to do all this by yourself. Okay? If you can, you are a very good manager of your own personal self. So we don't manage time. Anybody that ever says, I have great time management, that's a joke. Nobody has time management. We have time allocation, okay? So we have to make sure we allocate our time in the right place, okay? We don't manage it. That's not possible. You don't get to control Mother Nature. Okay. But what you can do is allocate these 168 hours in the most effective way. Okay. In the very most effective way. Okay. And that is what's going to take you from that level of company you are today to where you want to be. Okay. So we gain clarity here. Okay. Focus here through profit growth, the know. And then we have the do, strategic planning. Okay. Strategic planning. This is resource recovery. Okay. We want to recover the resource off of this call. Okay. Recover the resources. Because the next conversation we'll have next is reallocation. Okay. We recover, then we reallocate it in places it needs to go. Notice I didn't say we manage it. We don't manage anything, but we can reallocate it. Okay. And into these things right here will free up a lot of your time. These roles, responsibilities, processes, procedures, so on and so forth. Okay. And it's all a very, very fine balance. Okay. Some of you have already learned this about balance. Okay. Balancing time, family, so on and so forth. Okay. What is a business really there to support? What is it there to support? You have a business plan right here, right? And then you have what's over here on this side, your family, right? So isn't that a life plan? Shouldn't you have a life plan? And isn't your business really designed now to support that life plan? Isn't that what it's there for, really, in reality? Isn't that why we're in business to begin with? Isn't that why we don't go to work every day downtown at, whatever XYZ company as a service representative or whatever? Okay. We've built this dream, but why did we build it? To support this life plan. Okay. Support that life plan, make it happen. That's the whole point. So you can do those things with your family. Right? That doesn't mean ending up being a slave to your business. Okay. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be chained to their business to where, I can't do the things that I want to do. Right? Why? Because I am too busy every day. I work from dark 30 to dark 30 every day. That's not fun. That's not a business. That's like dragging a chain around with you. Okay. So it's very important that you create the business plan that supports your life plan. Okay. Very important. There's my mental piece for the day would be that. Okay. So this is the part that's going to be painful. Okay. The part that'll be very, very painful is it's called a time study. Nobody's going to babysit you on this. You either do it or you don't do it. That's up to you if you do it. But what we want to identify is what pieces are you doing tactically and what pieces are you doing strategically or what pieces are you doing operationally. Okay. And how do you do that? So here's how you do it. It's very simple. Every 15 minutes, you document everything you do. Okay. Every 15 minutes for the next 7 days, for the next week, business week. Okay. If your business week is 7 days, then it's 7 days. If it's 5 days, it's 5 days. Okay. Whatever that may be. It's a horrible process to go through. But I promise you, you will glean so much from doing that on all the tactical things you're doing that you shouldn't be doing today. What you will take from that will be huge. Okay. It'll be really huge. And you'll probably hate me for even saying, go do this. But the point is later, come second quarter, you're going to be like, man, look at all that stuff I offloaded. It's amazing what I got to offload just from doing this simple exercise. Okay. So nobody's going to force you to do it. It's up to you to do it. And then write those things that you're doing down every 15 minutes. And then after a week, go back and label them. Was that a tactical thing? Was that a strategical thing or was that an operational thing? Okay. Because that's directly going to drive this. 100% going to drive it. Either this way or this way, which means two totally different outcomes. Okay. So I challenge you to do that. Challenge you to do that for sure. Do it just to see where you currently sit in this life cycle.